Hey guys, how's everyone doing today? So today I'm going to talk about the spousal sponsorship program and the 10 things that you need to know about the spousal sponsorship program. So that I don't forget anything, I do have a cue card in my hand. So let's get started. First, spousal sponsorship is basically a part of your family reunification program. In here, IRCC basically allows you to bring in a family member based upon your status either as a permanent resident or a Canadian citizen. So in this case, the family member is going to be your spouse or it could be your common law partner. Second, IRPA section 12.1 and IRPR section 117.1A applies in this case. So these two sections of the IRPA and IRPR basically regulates your application for the spousal sponsorship. Number third, for you to be able to sponsor your spouse, you have to be greater than 18 years of age, and at the same time, your spouse should also be greater than 18 years of age. Anything under 18 years of age is basically considered as underage marriage, which is not recognized in Canada. Number fourth, you could either be a Canadian citizen or you could be a permanent resident to be able to sponsor your spouse to Canada. Now, in this case, if you are a permanent resident, then you have to be in Canada at the time of the sponsoring your spouse. But if you are a Canadian citizen, then you could be outside of Canada and you would still be able to sponsor your spouse to Canada. Number fifth, your spouse could either be living with you within Canada or your spouse could be living with you outside of Canada, right? The next one is very important. Number six is the legitimacy of the marriage. So IRCC looks for the legitimacy of the marriage. They basically wants to make sure that the marriage is not a marriage of convenience, that the marriage is not done so that somebody is able to get the status under the law. So they are going to be looking at all the circumstances around the marriage, and then they will be evaluating the circumstances of the marriage, right? Which takes me to the next point, which is very important as well, which is a proof of the relationship. So how do you establish the proof of the relationship that it is a legitimate marriage? The way you can do that is by providing with the wedding photographs. You can provide with the phone calls. You can provide with the chats that you have with your spouse. You can provide evidence of exchange of the gifts. You can provide evidence of uh, the social media where you have talked with each other, right? And you can also get some support letters from your friends, family, and relatives who have attended your marriage, right? The next one is number 8, which is minimum necessary income. In many of the applications, the minimum necessary income is required, but in this particular case, the minimum necessary income is not required for you as a sponsor to be able to meet those conditions. Number 9 is about the police clearance. Your spouse will have to get the police clearance from their respective countries and any other country where they have lived for more than 6 months after they have turned 18 years of age, right? And the last one, number 10, is that your spouse will also have to go through the medical as well. So they have to have a medical clearance to be able to become a permanent resident of Canada. So those, my friends, are the 10 points that you need to consider when you are applying for a spousal sponsorship. And I'm looking forward to meeting you in the next video. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day. We'll talk soon.